Now this next one I can speak. Now this next one,
Now whose brain is rebooting?
still yours.
Dang it.
Now this next one, I'm really, really excited, but also cautious about at the same time. So, anybody that's played the DC games recently knows of the tremendous success that they've had with their 2 Injustice games and their subsequent Injustice comics. So now they're just like, you know what? We need to turn that success into a movie. An animated movie, which, okay, I'll be honest, I would much rather have an animated movie of Injustice than a live-action one, because I know that's kind of more or less what Zack Snyder was going for with his Nightmare world of, like, Superman is the villain and there's a rogue group trying to stop him. That does not interest me at all. And I know there's some people that are really down for that idea. They really like the idea of like an evil Superman. To me, I'm tired of the evil Superman trope. It feels like we've done that a lot lately. And I don't know. I want to get back to traditional Superman. I think the reason why the first Injustice worked for me and the second Injustice game didn't so much is the first Injustice has this evil Superman, but he's on a separate timeline, and you still have good Superman that comes in later in the game, and you have good Superman versus evil Superman. That works to me. Injustice 2, there was not these 2 separate timelines and 2 separate Earths. There was only this one Earth that you were on. So if your favorite hero was bad on one Earth in the first game, they're stuck being bad this entire time for the second game, which is kind of where I had some issues with the second one of like the element of choice is taken out. Yeah. I think this works really, really well as an animated movie, as a concept at least. Now, 2 questions that I have for you, Josh, is do these new animated movies, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Justice Society, The Long Halloween, they all seem to be set in the same universe. Do you think this would be set in that universe or a separate one? And do you see this being an R-rated movie?
Yes to R-rated, and at this point, I don't know why you wouldn't confirm that, hey, this batch of movies, this is all in the same universe, and then be like, except for this new one we got coming out. Like,
well, that's how they used to do it. Like Under the Red Hood and all those separate ones.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
even, to be fair, even when they had the animated ones of like Justice League War and Throne of Atlantis and all those movies, they would still come out with Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which is a completely detached timeline. So,
fantastic, yeah.
I kind of don't want it to be in this animated universe, just because I think it would be cooler if we kept the animation style from the games. And what they've got in the current universe, while I like the art style, it does kind of remind me of Archer a little bit. It looks so drastically different from the Injustice games. I'm not ready to see Dick Grayson dead again, but if we're getting an Injustice game, unfortunately we have to, because he gets killed by Damian. And then, coincidentally, the guy that kills Damian in the Injustice comics, the guy that killed Nightwing in the Injustice comics, is now writing the Nightwing comics.
Yay.
But he's actually doing a great job, so he understands the character. I think this is a good idea. Within reason. I think animated universe, you're more free to experiment and try weird things. Like I said, they just did a Justice Society movie. Yes, we're going to have the Justice Society in a certain extent in the Black Adam movie, but you could explore those characters much more. The risk is lower in an animated straight-to-DVD movie, which is what this will be. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll have like a 1 or 2 night engagement where you can see it in theaters, like they did with The Killing Joke.
Hey. The first 30 minutes of Killing Joke is absolute garbage. But after that, it is
okay, I thought you were about to say the first 30 minutes were good. I was like, no.
No. And literally, like, when I saw it, and I have the, the DVD or whatever, I, like, skip until that section with that girl is over, boom, and go. Because it's just not worth watching. But, I think there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this. I think my personal 2 conditions are... don't go as far as the comics did. As cool as it sounds on paper, I don't want a god Batman.
Oh, you don't want Superman melting Billy Batson's brain?
Anyway, and I know he's in the second game, but can I get Atrocitus, please? Just maybe. Just maybe.
You had Atrocitus in the second. Okay, so you had Atrocitus in the second one and Lobo in
Yes.
the first one. You,
Yeah.
Josh, are in charge of Warner Brothers. You can only keep one of them. Who are you keeping for the movie?
Atrocitus. Like, no, it's not even a question. Like, what are you talking about, man? Atrocitus is way more interesting than Atrocitus and his cat.
What's the cat's name?
I don't know.
No, you know what we need for an upcoming DC movie is Atrocitus's cat versus Teakle, Clarion the Boy Wizard's cat, in a fight to the death.
And in the background, Lobo's bulldog dog is just wandering around.